Hong Kong. Imagine experiencing Hong Kong for the very first time, 4 days in an unforgettable city. From vintage trams and tea houses to glowing skylines and temple courtyards, through busy street markets, peaceful gardens, and a quiet fishing village by the sea. Let me show you how to spend 4 days in Hong Kong. We arrived in Hong Kong in the afternoon and didn't waste a minute. After dropping off our bags, we headed straight for a local classic, a Hong Kong-style milk tea at My Cup of Tea. To soak in the city's energy, we jumped on a ding-ding tram, those narrow, double-decker trams that rattle through the streets like they've been doing it for decades. We rode it toward Hollywood Road, and from the top deck, you really get to see the layers of this city unfold.
Humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like Natalie Cole. But then out of the blue, who strolls down the boulevard but you? Your place is closer than...
On Hollywood Road, murals pop out of the corners and walls, turning the street into an open-air art gallery.
'Cause life is for living, that's your place is closer than mine. Why don't we go there and have some more wine? 'Cause life is for living, let's see where this all might lead. I said life is for living, let's see.
Here we found Select 18, a vintage shop packed with old cameras and records, one of those places you never plan to find, but you're glad you did. Just down the road is Man Mo Temple, smoky with incense and timeless in its quiet presence. For sunset, we made our way to Victoria Peak. The tram ride up is steep and scenic, pulling you slowly above the skyline. When we reached the top, clouds had taken over the view, soft and thick like a curtain over the city. As the sky darkened, the clouds drifted, and just like that, Hong Kong lit up beneath us, a skyline that feels too perfect to be real. We took the bus down from the peak and headed to Kowloon, a small, no-frills restaurant known for its beef brisket noodles. Day 2 started early. We caught the train from Hong Kong Station and headed straight to Tung Chung, the gateway to one of Hong Kong's most iconic sites. From there, we boarded the cable car, a long scenic ride floating over green hills. At the top, the Tian Tan Buddha, sitting calmly above the landscape. From the Buddha, we hopped on a local bus and wound our way down to Tai O fishing village. This place is a contrast in every way, slow-paced, colorful, and peaceful. Stilt houses line the water, dried seafood hangs from stalls, and the air smells like the ocean. From the village, we hiked up one of the most photogenic hills in the city. The view stretched wide, ocean, village and sky all blending together. Later in the day, we caught the last ferry back. Back in the city, the pace picked up again. We made our way to Temple Street Night Market, buzzing with life, neon signs, and the scent of sizzling street food. We kicked off day 3 with a slow coffee at Halfway Cafe, tucked along a quiet alley on Hollywood Road. From there, we wandered our way to the ferry pier, just walking, exploring, soaking up the morning rhythm of the city. The ferry carried us across Victoria Harbour for the first time, arriving in Kowloon, the mainland side of Hong Kong. We strolled along the waterfront promenade, skyline in front of us and the city life buzzing behind. Then we dove straight into Tsui, the bustling heart of Kowloon. Some call it the Shibuya of Hong Kong, and it really does have that energy. Crowded crosswalks, shops in every direction, and that sense of everything happening all at once. From the busy city, we shifted to something calmer, Wong Sin Temple, a colorful, smoky space filled with incense and prayers. And just one stop away, Lian Garden, one of Hong Kong's best-kept secrets. Manicured trees, bright red bridges, and perfect silence right in the middle of the city. For dinner, we tried what might just be the best beef noodles in the city at Sister Wa Beef Brisket, a Michelin-rated spot. After dinner, we walked toward the Causeway Bay area, where neon lights glow, the streets are packed, and Hong Kong pulses late into the night. I would argue that this is the real Shibuya of the city. We started our final morning in Hong Kong the only way that made sense, with one last cup of rich creamy Hong Kong-style milk tea at my cup of tea. A little ritual that had become our anchor in the city. Then, we took the mid-levels escalator, the longest outdoor covered escalator system in the world. At the top, we arrived at Tai Kwun, Center for Heritage and Arts, where colonial-era architecture meets contemporary creativity. You could easily spend a few hours here, wandering through galleries, open courtyards, and exhibitions that tell Hong Kong's story in bold, modern ways. We paused for a coffee break with a rooftop view, looking out over the dense rising rooftops of Central. The city felt close and far away at the same time. In the afternoon, we crossed the harbour again by ferry to Kowloon and explored 1881 heritage, a beautifully preserved slice of colonial-era architecture turned into a cultural and shopping hub. Afterward, we made our way through Sneaker Street, a wild collection of back-to-back sneaker shops that span several streets.
It's night in the city, and I'm on my way back home. Humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like Natalie Cole. But then out of the blue, who strolls down the boulevard but you? Your place is closer than mine. Why don't we go there and have some?
As night fell, we boarded the Aqua Luna, a traditional red sail junk boat, for a nighttime ride across Victoria Harbour. There's no better way to say goodbye to Hong Kong than from the deck of a boat, watching the light shimmer and flicker across the water. And here, how much 4 days can cost you in Hong Kong.